there's a diversion point here, and I think both of our stories, which is that we both ended up at this point where these two different paths connected. Let's say philosophically, where we both see yoga and the body as a let's say as a therapeutic experience.
Yes.
But did you not go the route of like power yoga or Ashtanga? Because I sort of snuck that route a little bit, and then I came right back. But
yeah, for me, like I wouldn't say that I was a devout Ashtanga yogi.
Yeah.
But I was very heavily into it. The Ashtanga practice, which is a very vigorous practice with a lot of, it's very physically demanding, and one of the reasons why I liked that practice in the beginning was because it appeased that side of me, the bodybuilding side of me, that wanted to work really hard and push through the pain. And that's one of the reasons why I had to take a step back, was because How
long did that take?
Oh, I was practicing Ashtanga Vinyasa yoga for at least 5 years before I really had to start to back away from it.
Wow.
What was the point?
What was the point what was the proverbial, if there was one, the line in the sand?
Tipping point.
Yeah.
I tore my right shoulder, a muscle in my rotator cuff. I tore it.
In an Ashtanga class?
Well, let's not say that. I didn't do it specifically in an Ashtanga class, but I really started to feel that it was the practice that set up the injury to happen more easily.
That makes perfect sense to me.
Where the joint in and of itself was not stable, and I tried to do something with it, and it was because of what I did, which was the straw on the camel's back.
Yeah.
And to the point where I couldn't even open the door really for like 3 weeks because...
Oh, Steve.
Yeah, because my rotator cuff was like... one of those muscles was almost completely torn.
Ouch.
And that's really what made me take a step back. And it was really interesting in that I always knew from day one that yoga had a very therapeutic component for me specifically, and for the students that I would talk to and the ones that would come up to me and sort of tell me about their experiences. That practice, that physical practice, started to sort of lose its therapeutic benefit for me as an individual, although I know some people that practice that way, they love practicing that way, and it's very helpful for them, but that practice really set the stage for me to actually take a step back and get more interested in what it was that was working for me. Like, what were some of the original mechanisms that really worked for me in the beginning?
Yes.
And then as I started to examine my practice more and my body more, what were some of the things that I started to bring in that could help me heal? That could help me heal from this injury. And a lot of that was cognitive stuff, and a lot of it was behavioral stuff. And I've always been kind of interested in that world.
Yeah.
And then the interesting thing was that when we started to work together, I really began to notice that the way that I developed as a yoga practitioner was ACT. It was the hexagon.
Psychological flexibility.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
Yeah.